a lot of people expected the right hand of Jake Paul to be this devastating punch. I try to tell people he can't punch, but people don't listen to me.
So do you think, Hasim, his power was exposed? He landed what looked like a few clean shots and ultimately knocked Anderson down in the eighth with the short right.
He only
But
knocked him down. He didn't hurt him when he knocked him down.
right,
Anderson wasn't hurt. He made the mistake of squaring up. So Anderson became square, which means his legs were parallel, which means he had no balance to catch himself off of being hit. And that's a common mistake for MMA strikers to make because that's a position that they're not vulnerable in the octagon.
right.
But it leaves them super vulnerable in the boxing ring. So I think if he lands that same punch and Anderson's not square, I highly doubt Anderson would have went down.
So when you're watching this Saturday night, are as we sit here now, Hasim, are you saying that this is the guy I'd like to sign another contract with and I'd like to fight this guy, or have you just completely moved on from Jake Paul?
I think Jake is very calculated in what he does. And, they gave me the 3-week notice, lose 20 odd pounds. And, they said if you don't take this fight, then you'll never get the chance to fight Jake Paul again. So saying that from the beginning, I think that Jake never really wanted to be in the ring with me. I think he's a duck.
Am I reading it wrong? Are you slightly impressed though with what you saw, or not really?
No, I wasn't impressed.
Okay, so I'm reading it wrong. Let's get into your fight a little bit because I'm so excited about this. You are fighting Vitor Belfort. You talk about an MMA legend in Anderson Silva, where Vitor Belfort, he's that guy too. It's going down November 19th. How are you feeling as you're only a few weeks away now from what is going to be a really big event, Hasim?
I'm feeling great. Started camp right here in Vegas, and I went to London and I did an excellent training camp with the London Shoot Fighters, and I'm just feeling amazing. I'm ready right now. We just staying in shape and adding to the arsenal. And I think November 19th, a lot of people will be like, oh, yeah, this is why Jake doesn't want to fight this guy. This is why Jake hasn't said my name since the fight fell out. He's revisited Tommy Fury. He's revisited Tyrone Woodley, but he won't revisit this fight unless we make it happen. You guys, the media, the public, the fans, y'all have to make that fight happen. Hasim Rahman Jr. is ready to go.
Well, what is Hasim Rahman Jr.'s message to Jake Paul if he's watching this right now?
You a bitch. A whole bitch.
Sure. Short and sweet. You've been going back and forth. Well, you've been maybe back and forth is the wrong way to put it, but you've had some stuff to say about Jake's brother, Logan Paul, on social media. Is there a beef there, and is that a fight that you want?
He's an even bigger bitch than Jake. This guy here. I mean, these guys have let the internet really convince them in their minds that they are who they aren't. So we call them keyboard warriors. Logan's like the ultimate keyboard warrior. He'll type and tweet and do all this stuff. And when he literally said on his podcast, when I see this motherfucker, it's on sight. It's on sight when I see him. Then he sees me and hurries up past me. And I'm like, hold up. That's Logan Bet. So I get up and go over to him only to be stopped by the event security because he had the two minions he be running around with that was also on the podcast. They some bitches too. He had them tell security not to let me in that area, not to let me proceed to get next to Logan. So that tells you everything you need to know about these keyboard warriors. They be about it on the internet. He tweets very, very tough. He's a very tough Twitter guy. But when they see me in person, the energy completely shifts. It's like they don't want to look at me and salute me in person, but you just said it's on site. I'll be confused because with me, I'm gonna be the same guy. The same guy you see right now, the same guy you seeing at the press conference is the same guy you're gonna see in Walmart.
Right.
or target. You know, I don't do no switching up. That's not how I was raised. Obviously, they was raised a little different. They they the ultimate clout seekers, and they've manipulated the internet and all these millions of people into believing, you know, every word they say. Like it's ridiculous. And you know, I'm not fooled. I'm not swayed by what they say and what they go by. Those guys are they're influencers. We still waiting on Logan to get a win.
Yeah.
So if Logan can go ahead and actually win a fight, then we'll be in good business. But until then, it's like they really just keyboard warriors to me.